My name is Jessica Kiner. This is my informative speech, and today is Wednesday, June 24th, 2015. Entering its 14th year, Bonnaroo is held on a 700-acre farm for 4 consecutive days, beginning the second Thursday of June in Manchester, Tennessee. The Tennessee Alumnus magazine featured an article by Wayne Bledsoe titled "The Birth of Bonnaroo" that explains the festival's name being coined after an album called "Positively Bonnaroo" by Dr. John, who is an R&B singer from New Orleans. Bonnaroo is Cajun for party or celebration. The festival sticks to a very New Orleans atmosphere, with parades being led by one of the many jazz bands that play at the festival. They hold crawfish boils all day each day. Amy Jacques cites AC Entertainment Marketing Director Jeff Cellular in an article for Public Relations Tactics that people want to enjoy a community and experience that you can't get anywhere else. There's something for everyone at Bonnaroo with music, art, and food. As a 4-year veteran of the festival, I can assure you if you're not well prepared, you're going to have a miserable time. Knowing what to expect and understanding the Bonnaroovian code can help you look like a seasoned festie. There's a saying among Bonnaroovians, and it's radiate positivity and don't be that guy or gal. Waiting in traffic is going to be your first lesson in this. Don't be that guy or gal that cuts the line. There's a list of items on the Bonnaroo website of what is and isn't acceptable to bring. Plan accordingly. Camp space is limited, so you have to act quick to claim your spot. You're going to spend a good amount of time at camp, especially during daylight hours, so you have to have plenty of shade. The Mayo Clinic cites heat exhaustion as defined as a result of your body overheating. Getting out of your tent early and sitting under your easy-up will give you plenty of shade and fresh air. Tapestries, blankets, or tarps to hang from the easy-up to block the sun are also a good idea to have with you. You'll need to bring food because eating from the festival can get pretty expensive. A good investment is a camelback, and this is just a backpack that holds water and it keeps your hands free for hydration. You can pack it with snacks and sunscreen, and any type of hiking sandal or shoe is appropriate. Bonnaroo is where all the magic happens. This is where the stages, art, and food is located. Multiple stages are set strategically throughout the park with artists performing simultaneously. There's limited shade in Bonnaroo, so sunburn can be an issue. The National Library of Medicine suggests that a sunburn can take as long as 24 hours before it appears on your body. So you want to be sure to apply sunscreen often. If no music is playing that you want to see, or you just need a break from the crowd, you can walk around and take in the sights or ride the Ferris wheel. There's also other things such as handmade jewelry or clothing or posters that you can purchase. You can find something to eat at just about every turn at Bonnaroo, but every true Bonnaroovian knows that you cannot leave the festival without having an Amish donut or a slice of spicy pie. It's the best of the two that you'll ever eat. There's a smaller stage that sometimes get overlooked called the Sonic stage. Usually smaller acts with smaller crowds will play here, but occasionally you'll get a bigger name play here. And one year I got to meet Colin Hay from the 80s band Men at Work and got his autograph and a picture with him. If you're patient and can stay in the same spot for hours, you may want to get into the pit for the larger stages. It can be worth it to sit in line that long because other bands will perform here and you'll get to see them while you're waiting. Be aware of who's around you in line because people will try to cut in line. You don't want to be that guy. But you also want to make friends with those around you because they're going to hold your spot if you need to go to the bathroom or get food. And that's radiating positivity. Everyone knows what totem poles are, but at festivals they can be something completely different. They stick above the crowd and they help you to find your friends if you get lost or separated. The problem is that most people don't put these down during a show so they can obstruct your view. Be mindful of that if you plan to bring those. A moist handkerchief is essential to keep over your nose and mouth at times because there's people constantly walking around or driving on the golf carts, and the grass that is there gets trampled down to dirt. The air becomes so clouded with all that dirt and dust that it can be hard to catch some fresh air. Or you can stay cool by getting drenched in the water fountain. Staying hydrated is an absolute must. WebMD simply states that dehydration is when more water is moving out of our bodies than in. Throughout Center Road, there's hydration stations such as this one located. It can smell and taste funny because it is well water, so it can have that egg smell. It doesn't pose any health risk, but it's not very refreshing either. So if you take packets of Crystal Light or Mio to put in your water, it helps. An article by Ivana Blesick on the investigation of visit or motivation of the Exit Music Festival says that the decision to visit a festival or an event is a directed activity initiated by a wish to fulfill certain cultural need. That certainly sums up the feeling you get at Bonnaroo and the need to attend year after year. There's a saying in New Orleans that says, "Laissez le bon temps rouler," and that means let the good times roll. Bonnaroo is definitely about being part of a culture that celebrates loudly and colorfully with food and music and friends. Remember to radiate positivity, don't be that guy or gal, try to beat the heat, use sunscreen, and stay hydrated. And with that information, you should have an unforgettable and comfortable time at Bonnaroo.